Vegas. It's pretty much a 50-50 showdown. Slight edge to Andy Cruz, but the champ is right there. Raymond Muratalla, determined to get his respects against the Cuban gold medalist, who gets a world title shot in just his 7th pro fight. 12 rounds for the IBF Lightweight Championship of the World. Here we go.
Muratalla right away takes control of the center of the ring, starts backing up Cruz. Cruz wants to stay off the ropes and keep this fight at long range. That's his fight.
And this, you're right, Sergio, this is exactly what Raymond Muratalla needs to be doing early, applying the pressure. Come out of his comfort zone a little bit, more aggressiveness, more body shots, and don't get frustrated by how slippery Andy Cruz is.
You can see how much bigger Muratalla is. Muscular, bigger, same height, but younger, stronger, and higher knockout ratio is Raymond Muratalla.
Andy Cruz coming into this fight off a 5th-round knockout, as I just mentioned. As for Danger Muratalla, his last fight, Zaire Abdullayev, that win coming last year in May.
Good shot there by Andy Cruz. Caught him with that right hand.
And again, Cruz, maybe he has the speed advantage. That's what he's showing us early.
Now, one thing that Boziana said to me this week, he said, we've got game plans, but we want to see how Raymond Muratalla comes out first. They want to see if he's trying to box more, if he comes out aggressive, trying to apply pressure. That's when we're going to decide which of our game plans to implement.
Cruz looks so comfortable all week long. But we said, hey, when was the last time you were this maybe nervous or anxious? And he said it was probably the night before my Olympic gold medal final.
And Cruz is doing good with that jab right now, digging it upstairs and downstairs. Now, that's something that Muratalla does really well, but right now, he's not able to get off on his punches because Cruz can't stay in front of him too long. That's a tactic that Cruz is going to continue wanting to do here, not letting the stronger fighter plant his feet.
Nice uppercuts there from Muratalla.
That pressure is going to be all night. Steady pressure by Muratalla. And of course, you're going to see Cruz on the back foot, not letting Muratalla break that range. That jab's going to control everything for Cruz on the outside, and of course, the footwork on the perimeter of the ring.
You can see the physiques of these fighters is very different. Muratalla, very thick 135-pounder. He began his career fighting in the 140s, worked his way down to 135 pounds. Andy Cruz, a light 135. His team has talked about the ability to drop to 130 if they have to.
Good opening round here for Andy Cruz. Muratalla landed some uppercuts.
Good body shot by Muratalla right now. Competitive round. Did you like Cruz's ring generalship and jabs, or the right hands by Muratalla?
Deep breath right away. Every chance you get, you got to throw 2-3 punch combinations, all right? Don't throw one at a time, because that's when he's trying to counter, all right? And don't reach in. Don't reach in, all right? That's all he's gonna do. He's gonna keep moving like that, trying to counter 1 punch or 2 at a time. Be a little more aggressive.
And Cruz moving to the left right here. Nice jabs. In a competitive round, it was all about the combinations and the jabs that Cruz threw right there. Muratalla did land good single shots, but were they enough to sway the judges to give him the round? That's different. So that's what you want to see more of from Muratalla, 2s and 3 and combinations.
Round 2, Andy Cruz, obviously the decorated amateur, but Raymond Muratalla not too shabby himself. In fact, he holds 3 amateur wins over Ryan Garcia. One of them back in 2008, the Silver Gloves.
See, this is the fight that Muratalla needs to fight. He needs to have this type of physical pressure, body language pressure, front foot pressure. Even though he's not really doing nothing, he's still getting Andy Cruz to react and think faster.
Good right there from Muratalla.
And punch anything that Cruz gives you, even the gloves.
You can tell not much separates these two, does it?
And that's the reason this is such a 50-50 type fight. And what I love about Muratalla, he follows instructions. He heard what Robert Garcia wanted from him. More pressure and more combinations. Go away from the single shots and put your shots together, combinations together.
And if you're looking to edge out rounds, pressure can be a variable. We saw that in the last fight with Khalil Coe and Jesse Hart. Jesse Hart, the far more active fighter, but Khalil Coe got the benefit of the doubt from two of the judges because he was the one being the aggressor.
Oh, good shot there by Muratalla. Muratalla has a nice left hook too. He slings it. It's not a compact inside hook, it's on the outside, so Cruz better not be pulling out with his chin up. Normally he has really good technique, but hopefully, you know, the fatigue won't set in and he drops those arms, because Muratalla will make you pay pulling out.
Well, Muratalla's side does believe. Good right hand there.
Oh, they sit in the pocket in exchange, and Muratalla, a little hop in his giddy up there, thinks he got better of it. This crowd has come to life here.
These guys are throwing punches with mean intentions. Even when they miss, they punch through their target. They're turning everything behind that left hook. How will Cruz react when he does get clipped with that punch? And how will Muratalla respond when he gets hit?
And while Andy Cruz had so much success as an amateur, very little as a pro, he's never come close to going 10 rounds, much less 12.
And Andy Cruz has faced some good opponents for a fighter that's 6-0. Guys at this stage of their professional careers are not fighting the kind of guys that Andy Cruz has, but he has not faced anyone on the level of Raymond Muratalla. This really is going from C level to A level in this division.
And guys that have never been stopped. Tough Mexican fighters with 30, 40 fights, professional fights.
Hit him back again. Hit him back again. Don't wait. Boom, boom, right? He'll react right back. Right back. Keep jabbing, though. You're doing good.
There's Cruz digging downstairs, but Muratalla takes advantage of it, comes back with the right hook. And there's that left hand that I was talking about. It's not a compact left hook. It's power that still extends, even when it's out like that. And that's what Cruz needs to be careful of. Both of them exchanging big punches right here. Just missing, hooking each other. This is competitive, great. Both fighters showing you what they got in those first two rounds.
Round 3. Danger Muratalla, El Diamante, Andy Cruz. Cruz has outlanded his professional opponents 1,043 to 268 in total punches.
Yeah, it's basically a 4-to-1 ratio for Andy Cruz. I like the work, though, that Muratalla did in that last round. I like that body shot early in this round. Muratalla, about 30% of his landed punches are body shots.
And this is what Cruz needs to do. Anytime Muratalla gets something started, you come right back. You don't let him take the lead in the dance. You control it.
Overhand right there from Muratalla.
And more jabs to the gut. That stops the aggression of front foot fighters like Muratalla. Right there, Cruz should be jabbing. There you go. Jabbing upstairs, then gutting him downstairs. And that's what Muratalla wants. Just touch anything, punch at anything.
Muratalla very comfortable fighting here in Las Vegas. This is his 9th appearance. He's 8-0 in Sin City with 7 knockouts. And Chris, there was some debate in the build-up to this fight that this wasn't really a matchup that Muratalla wanted. He was kind of forced into taking it.
Yeah, I don't think it was his first choice. I think Floyd Schofield was probably his first choice. Andy Cruz, a very tricky fighter, doesn't bring a a big fan base to the table. But look, the IBF, one thing you can say about them is that when they put somebody in a mandatory position, they enforce their rules.
Good punching on the inside by Muratalla, and he did the smart thing. He dug on both sides of the body and then dipped, expecting the counters to come from Cruz. Once Cruz starts catching and countering, it's only going to be bad news for the opponents. So that's very smart. Very smart by Muratalla, punching and dipping.
Body shots there from Muratalla. Cruz fighting off the ropes, but Muratalla having some success, forcing the Cuban to throw power shots of his own.
Yeah, I like the fact that Muratalla is digging to the body in this round. That is a big part of his game, and that is what's going to slow down the movement of Andy Cruz.
And keep the punches holstered by Andy Cruz. This is a really good round by Muratalla, but everything starts from the bottom up. That keeps the guns in check. That keeps the punches at his side.
Muratalla showing off his footwork there. Cruz pushing forward. And we know how important the optics are. Chris Mannix was talking about it. The aggressor in close rounds tends to get the edge. There's showtime. Sean Porter, former two-time world welterweight champion, here in the flesh. Always in a positive mood, always a big smile. And just as I say that, we see you too, Emily. You've already got enough FaceTime.
Man, this is great work by both fighters. But Muratalla, I think this is the fight this is the gear he needs to fight in. Anytime Cruz is against the ropes, you punch at the body. Go from the body to the chest to the chin. Excellent left hand, and that's what's going to control the tempo of this fight. Not let Andy Cruz get into a boxing exhibition that he wants. Make it into the fight.
I love this song.
You know what it's called? La Chona.
What's that translate to?
Party girl.
That's how I would describe you. Here we go, round 4, scheduled for 12, and it's been as close as the odds makers thought it would be.
I really like the game plan from Raymond Muratalla early. Applying pressure, but smart pressure. He said he wanted to make Andy Cruz think in this fight. He wants to put the mental pressure on him. I think he's had success with that through 3 rounds.
Yes, he has, and it's not going to stop. It's only going to get more and more because the confidence and the composure is always there with a young Muratalla. Good body shot by Cruz.
Yeah, Cruz only 6 pro fights, but he's actually a year older than Muratalla, who's 29. Cruz is 30.
And if you're Muratalla, I think you have the potential of putting Andy Cruz in the position that he's never been in, which is to be behind in a fight, potentially. These are some very close rounds. But Todd, you mentioned it, Andy Cruz has dominated his first 6 pro fights. He's never really faced the kind of adversity that Muratalla can put on him.
That's a great point, because normally when you're a boxer and you're in control, then you dictate everything that's happening. But when you're a fighter, you got to push that fight and take the boxing away from this.
And you can see how close this fight is by those CompuBox numbers. Very similar output. Nice jab from Cruz, who's starting to hold his ground a little bit more.
This is it right there. Look, Muratalla needs to punch. If it's just on the outside, Cruz is going to have the advantage with that long jab.
Boy, Muratalla relentless at moving forward, isn't he?
And cutting off the ring. Look at that. That's a no-no in boxing, stepping over your feet like that backwards. But if Cruz is not going to make you pay.
Good shot from Cruz.
Yeah, both of them exchanging right hands. Cruz got the better of it. Muratalla needs to start from the bottom. He's head hunting a little bit too much right now. You get Cruz to stop moving laterally by aiming at the elbows, the biceps, and ribs.
Couple of right hands there from Cruz.
I think the risk, though, Sergio, one that Muratalla is probably calculating, is that when you go to the body, you expose yourself upstairs, and Andy Cruz is really good with those counter shots.
He is. He's excellent at catching and countering. Good shot there by Cruz on the inside. This is beautiful, beautiful power boxing. Both men just missing with big power shots, but not moving out of the way.
Another close, competitive round. Good jabs there from Muratalla as we wind down the fourth round. Back-to-back nights on DAZN in February. The 21st, Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios for the WBC Welterweight Championship here in Las Vegas at T-Mobile. And then we'll go to Detroit on the 22nd. The GOAT, Claressa Shields, at the Little Caesars Arena, taking on the woman she faced in her first pro fight, French on Cruz, DAZN. Back-to-back bangers in February.
Make it physical, right? Let's go. Okay, let's go, Raymond, come on. Let's go, Raymond, let's stay at this fucking win, let's go.
Chris, I got a feeling the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
It's a really, really competitive fight between two high-level guys. But I think for Andy Cruz, you've got to win some more of these early rounds clean. Look, Muratalla, in recent fights, you see my scorecard there, 38-38, 2 rounds to 2. Muratalla has proven to be very good in the later rounds of the fight. You look at the Abdullayev fight. He won the 9th through the 12th, according to the CompuBox numbers. Same thing with Tevin Farmer a couple of fights earlier. Andy Cruz, he's got to win these early rounds because the later territory has been Raymond Muratalla's.
Yeah, we don't know what Cruz will do in the 11th and 12th round. Never been there.
And Muratalla needs to start throwing that right hand more with mean intentions. Even if it's going to be blocked by the left hand and the high guard of Cruz, he's still going to feel that power. That's your money punch if you're Muratalla. And he also needs to catch and counter those punches. He can't let Cruz just go.
And you could see in the corner and hear it. They want Muratalla to be more of a bully. This is already the toughest fight of Cruz's career.
And Sergio, what I'm noticing is Andy Cruz fighting with his mouth open.
That's a big no-no. If he gets hit with a left hook, he can crack his jaw.
Right now, Cruz standing on his ground in the middle of the ring. He spent the majority of this fight walking backwards.
Good jab there by Cruz. You can see Muratalla respects that jab. He hasn't been able to trap and really get anything going in this round. Muratalla needs to dig, make it physical like Robert Garcia wants. But right now he's following Andy Cruz around the ring.
Muratalla told us yesterday, I respect Cruz, I think he's good, but he's not ready for me.
Right now he's definitely ready. A nice right hand met Muratalla's face halfway. And this is what makes Andy Cruz such a brilliant boxer right now. He's dangerous on the outside. He's dangerous when he's moving laterally, and now he's switching southpaw. If you let him be in control, he's gonna have it in this gear the entire time. Good body shot there by Muratalla. He should have done both sides though. He got content with just that right hand.
And in these close rounds, the last 10 seconds after that clapper can mean everything. A late punch here or there can sway the judges. And we got Chris Mannix doing the 6-7 with his hands. He doesn't know who to pick in the rounds.
6-7.
Soon he throws something, come right back real quick. Don't throw 1 or 2 and walk away. Bah, 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 bah. Then move then if you're gonna do it. How you feel? All right, let's get them hands going, man. Once you hit him with a shot, he leaning like this. The right hand over top, hook behind the boom. You know what I mean? And don't stop waiting though. Stop waiting. You hear me? Stop waiting.
And then we see Cruz. There's that uppercut. Nice uppercut coming around the guard. That left hand straight a little bit low, but no one complained, and he got away with it. Muratalla needs to make it more aggressive with that jab, or else Cruz is going to continue moving and boxing around the ring like he is.
Round 6 scheduled for 12, almost at the halfway point. Which fighter, Sergio, do you think believes they're imposing their will more right now?
I don't think he's imposing his will, but I think Andy Cruz is imposing his game plan. So good uppercut there by Muratalla. So I would say I would give the slight edge to Andy Cruz, but this is a tight fight.
Well, I think Raymond Muratalla would argue, and Robert Garcia would agree, that they are imposing their game plan as well. Their game plan was to come forward and be physical. And while Muratalla has been eating some counter shots, he's been pretty good at that aspect.
The body shot. See, that's anytime Muratalla has any type of success, it starts from the body up, usually with that right hook around the guard, and then that leaves Cruz in the same place for you to start getting your lefts and rights. It's a visual good look for the judges. You're the one throwing more punches, and you're keeping your opponent stationary. See, right there, Muratalla shouldn't have stepped back. He should stay on the inside.
Nice 1-2 there from Andy Cruz. A rare swing and a miss from the Cuban, and Muratalla made him pay with a body shot.
Even from that southpaw stance, Andy Cruz is slick and lethal with that 1-2.
Nice there from Cruz. When he stands his ground, he's having some success. It's almost as if Muratalla doesn't quite know what to do when he's stationary.
Such a gifted fighter is Andy Cruz.
But right hand.
But if Muratalla doesn't let his hands go, then it looks like Andy Cruz is getting his way. See, good body shots right there by Muratalla.
Chris, we have seen Andy Cruz buzz. That was against Antonio Moran. He got rocked in round 4, but recovered and ended up finishing that fight.
Yeah, Andy Cruz is not your typical Cuban fighter. He's not a Williams School-like runner. He's not a Guillermo Rigondeaux-like defensive fighter. He's a Philly fighter, or he's a Cuban fighter with some Philly blood. He's got that style in him, courtesy of Bozienis.
But then again, we also seen Raymond Muratalla put down earlier in his career as well.
Yes, Muratalla was floored against Humberto Galindo, and as well as Cesar Valenzuela put him down.
Oh, good shot there. Good ending by Muratalla. Made it rough. That's how he needs to start and finish these rounds.
All right, let's go, all right? Keep bending your knees, but stay strong. Hands up high. Okay, stay strong and boom, bully his ass, all right? He's giving it, that's it, right? We're halfway through, all right? Yeah, open it. Raymond.
Muratalla jabbing his way in, and there you go. There's that right hook. That's what's getting the combination started. Nothing landing cleanly, but at least he's letting his hands go. Andy Cruz coming with the sharp shooting, especially with that left hand. Nothing landing cleanly either. Competitive rounds, competitive fight. Muratalla needs to make it physical. There's that left hand. I want to see more left uppercuts and left hooks by Muratalla coming forward in this second half.
So 6 down, 6 to go here in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is for the IBF lightweight title. You could easily have this fight 3 rounds apiece.
Good shot. There's that right hand. The right hand by Muratalla, he can throw it in so many different ways. It's like a major league pitcher. He has a fastball, the curve around the guard. He could slow it down and off speed. He could throw it downstairs. It's the beautiful how he alternates the speed and the power just with that single punch.
Muratalla going down to the body. He has plenty of pop, 17 KOs in his 23 wins, 74% knockout ratio.
Oh, we're now into the second half of the fight, and this is where Raymond Muratalla said he's going to take control. He believes he's the stronger fighter because of his experience in these later rounds.
Nice flurry there from Muratalla.
Yep,
Good shot, but Andy Cruz blocked a lot of those. His defense has been pretty good the last round and a half.
Overhand right scores right on the ear, and that backs Cruz up.
There's that off-timing right hand. It deceives opponents because he switches the speed and the timing, so it's hard for Andy Cruz to know what right hand is coming. Was it going to be a short one, a long one, a hook, an uppercut, straight laser-like down the pipe?
Would you like to see Cruz in southpaw stance or orthodox?
Either one. I mean, it's the same fight. He's an outside fighter. He relies on the long range. Muratalla relies on breaking that range.
Andy Cruz constantly moving. That educated Cuban footwork what made him such a success as an amateur. Muratalla relentlessly moving forward. Pressure fighter.
You can hear the corner of Raymond Muratalla pleading with him to go to the body.
There we go. That's how you start. Those jabs downstairs. That's what gets the attention. Cruz didn't like those body shots right there. And now the round swinging towards Muratalla.
And again, Muratalla touching the body.
Now it's Muratalla turning southpaw.
One. You gotta take this. Yeah. Remember, this is his place. Pick it up, man. Get that jab going. You got the high guard. Come around top. You gotta pick it up. Pick it up.
You heard Bozianis in the corner of Andy Cruz. You gotta pick it up. They're seeing exactly what I'm seeing right now. It's a great, close, competitive fight. Both these fighters are getting their way. Muratalla found something going on. When he starts from the bottom up, getting those shots right there, that left hook right there, that caught the attention of Cruz. That might have hurt the body of Andy Cruz.
I believe Innocent said you're down around, and he said, remember, this is his place, so you gotta win it clearly. You gotta take the belt from the champ.
And it's the right advice, because that's exactly the way that I have it right now. 4-3. Muratalla is looking really good and changing the direction of this fight. Cruz needs to get it right back. Good right hand there by Andy Cruz. But back comes Muratalla to the body shot.
Andy Cruz said, listen, I know this is not going to be easy. It will be a great battle. He's the champ for a reason. I have to be at my best to win.
Muratalla does a good job hiding behind that big left shoulder every time Andy Cruz tries to land that right hand. So he's adapting well with his defense, with Muratalla, and he needed it.
Do you think Cruz should play this sort of game more, Sergio, where he posts up here in the middle of the ring and bangs with him a little bit?
No way. You cannot bang with the stronger, bigger fighter in Muratalla. That's going to be the recipe for disaster. You have to box, and you got to stick to what your MO is. That's range, mid-range, and outside punching for Andy Cruz. And, of course, digging to the body, even if they're jabs and right hands. Make sure they're straight. Don't hook with Muratalla.
Cruz told us everybody in Cuba will be watching this fight. His whole family cheering him on from Matanzas, Cuba.
Matanzas, Alacrán, Cuba.
Started low, finished high, did Cruz. Muratalla's punches, though, just look heavier, don't they?
Nice jab out there.
Nice moments here for Cruz.
Yep, and you can see that Muratalla try to hide behind that left shoulder again. Most of those punches didn't land, but it looked good to the eye of the judges. And Andy Cruz, even though none of those punches landed cleanly, he's still controlling the action and keeping Muratalla at bay.
Well, look, it depends on where the judge is sitting. Those punches may have looked like they landed if the fighter's back was to them.
Exactly. And this is a round that Cruz needed.
Yeah, nice round there for Cruz, and he knows it.
What's this, eh? You see what I'm talking about when you fight him? You can't do that. What? Yo, I told you to back him up. He can't fight backing up. Yo, win these 2 rounds. Gotta win these rounds, man. This is his hometown. You see the people? Yo, he got you. Yo, this is it, man. This is it. For the family, let's go. Put that shit together, man.
You heard him, Sergio. He's telling Andy Cruz to try and back Muratalla up. Says he can't fight going backwards.
Well, listen. Anytime you have a puncher, that's what you want to do, is try to back him up. You want to back up the bully, but the bad news is Raymond Muratalla has really smart feet. He has boxer's feet. Even though they're flat-footed, he has a nice speed to them.
And there was Cruz trying to push Muratalla back, who answers there with a left hook.
I love how Muratalla anticipates where his opponent's head's going to be. You can see that the timing and the accuracy in their right hand is probably in the side of Andy Cruz, but Muratalla adapts nicely.
Good right hand there for Cruz as we check in with Chris Mannix.
Robert, what are you seeing in there?
Look, it's a very close fight. It's we want Raymond to make it a little more physical, backing him up, throwing more punches.
What do you want him doing with that pressure?
Yeah, just throw more punches, go to the body more often, and finish up with the head.
Nice little up left hand there from Andy Cruz.
Yep. And they're not hard shots, Todd. They're just touching.
They're amateur shots.
Yeah, but that's what makes this amateur great. You know, so difficult as a professional. Even against a world champion like Raymond Muratalla. Good shot right there from Muratalla. And that's what I'm talking about, that right hand. Radar-like right hand, man. The more information this man downloads, the closer and closer he gets to landing that big shot, that big right hand that Muratalla has. And always applying and forcing pressure.
Bozy Ennis was stressing to Andy Cruz, listen, we've got to win these rounds convincingly. This is his home, basically. Listen to the crowd. The judges will be influenced.
You know, and Andy Cruz can look off a shot like that from Muratalla, act like he rolled with, but that still landed. That was still a good, clean shot from Muratalla.
An extremely close, competitive fight. Cruz back on the back foot again.
There we go. See that? Those are shots right there. Even though nothing landed cleanly, that digging to the body. Close rounds that you're forced to give the round to whoever's being active, whoever's trying to dig. Cruz went away from the jab. He was controlling Muratalla from the outside with that long jab, but he's not jabbing him anymore.
Nice shot there from Muratalla. And when Cruz acts like that, I think a lot of judges say, hey, that means that shot hurt him.
Look, this next 3 rounds, I want this next 3 rounds good. No son 10, faltan 3. Faltan 3.
Muratalla throwing away that right hand, but that's what Andy Cruz was waiting for, just to come back and counter to the body. Cruz really took control of the first half of that round, landing some good clean shots, but then Muratalla closed out that round a lot stronger, digging away to the body. Both sides of the body keeping Andy Cruz at bay. This is as close as it gets in a fight.
Chris, which fighter would you rather be right now?
I don't know. It's a coin flip. I think both these guys are executing their game plan. I think Andy Cruz knew that Raymond Muratalla was going to try to assert his size in this fight, put pressure. We've seen Muratalla do that in the past. Muratalla, though, probably feels like this aggression's working for him, and I think it is. I just think it is a highly, highly competitive fight that's going to reflect that on the scorecards.
Well, how do you have it scored?
I've got Raymond Muratalla leading 86-85 through 9 rounds. A lot of competitiveness, but I thought the pressure of Muratalla in that last round was enough to edge it.
Well, Cruz has 2 things working against him. We mentioned the hometown crowd, but also the fact that Muratalla is the one on the front foot and is following him around and putting the pressure on him.
I think that could be a huge factor when it comes to these scorecards. And it's not like he's just following around throwing nothing punches or following around and throwing no punches. His hands are moving in this fight. And Andy Cruz's defense is excellent. He is an elite defensive fighter. But when you've got Muratalla coming forward, throwing punches and bunches, that is going to be noticed by judges.
This is high-level boxing, ladies and gentlemen, on display here in the fight capital of the world. It's a 50-50 fight when it started, and it seems to be a 50-50 fight right now.
In a loaded lightweight division, these two can hang with anybody in the best. I'm talking about the Tanks, the Shakurs, and anyone else.
And don't forget about Abdullah Mason, the WBO champ.
Mason, the new champ, absolutely. Loaded lightweight division, man, and I want to see them all fight, but for right now, this is a great fight, great exhibition of beautiful boxing and aggression on the inside.
Neither fighter has really been hurt in this fight. Can someone really step up? And look at the total punches thrown and landed so close. 7 landed punches separate these 2 fighters. They're both going to think they've won it when the final bell rings. Can one of these 2 men separate themselves here over the final 3 rounds?
Jab of Andy Cruz, that's been such a huge weapon for him in his professional career. He's got to keep sticking that out there.
Just like that.
These kind of finishes to a round are great for Andy Cruz. Stick the jab, make Muratalla miss.
We're headed to the championship rounds here in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. There's the world-famous Sphere and the Eye of Vegas. And we are at the Blue Live here at the Fountain Blue Resort and Casino. And it's been a good one. Could easily be 5 rounds to 5 right now.
Nice right hand being landed. Look, he threw away 3 shots, and you got to give Muratalla credit for barely making him miss, but not making him pay. Short right hand right there, but that didn't keep Cruz from landing a bigger shot that had more impact. What a fight.
Come on, this is it. Championship round, let's go. Come on, Raymond. Championship round, Raymond, let's go.
Big last 2 rounds, a territory that Raymond Muratalla has been before and one Andy Cruz has never. First time Andy Cruz has seen the 11th round.
Both corners stressing urgency right now. Gotta win these last 2. Can't afford to give it away. Sergio, what's going to be the difference down the stretch?
The jab. The jab for both these fighters, because Andy Cruz has landed clean jabs, power jabs, and once Muratalla got past that, he digged to the body. But right now, he's having a hard time tracking down Andy Cruz because he's not jabbing. Double, triple the jabs, and aim at the chest of Andy Cruz.
And Sergio, it seems to me, last round into this one, Cruz got a little bit of spring in his step here.
Oh, nice left hand, and that buckled the knees momentarily of Cruz.
And just as I say that, Muratalla lands one of his best punches of the fight.
And then Cruz determined to get it back. That's what you want to see from your fighter. He gets you, you get him.
Now, we saw Harvey Dock, the referee, jump in there for a moment. Haven't seen him have to do much work.
Yeah.
Not a lot of holding, clinching in this fight. Just 2 guys fighting high level.
Nice combination there from Danger Muratalla.
None of those punches were pulled back or recoiled. Everything was short and tight and strong. I mean, what a fighter Muratalla is, man.
Muratalla dropped his hands and Cruz made him pay.
I'm really, really impressed with Raymond Muratalla. For a man named Danger, this man could be so finesseful with his danger, with his footwork, with his intelligence. And Andy Cruz, he's right there just matching him.
Yeah, that's a great point, Sergio. Andy Cruz probably has best footwork this side of Shakur Stevenson, among the best footwork in boxing. And Raymond Muratalla is just staying with him every time.
Body shots, yeah, from Muratalla. Cruz had his arms down to block him, but you could still hear the thuds.
When he throws those body shots, then the attention in the close round goes to Muratalla.
Nice right hand from Cruz.
And there's that short right hand. He slowed it down. That's what I'm talking about on the off speed of his punches. He does change-ups. He slows them down, he speeds it up, but everything with that right hand. He slowed down that punch right there and landed cleanly on Diamante.
Swing and a miss from Muratalla as Cruz stands his ground.
Oof. Muratalla just missed with a big left uppercut.
And we head to the 12th and final round.
Okay. Raymond, we need this fucking round big, all right? Okay? Don't get wild, all right? Yeah, don't get lazy.
Double jab right there, missed with that right hand, but came back, even off balance, even squared up. Muratalla was able to land that left hand, but that just shows athleticism, squaring up from a left-handed stance, not letting Andy Cruz circle away, catching him from that left-handed stance.
Let's go, let's go. This is the 12th.
The IBF Lightweight Championship hangs in the balance. 3 minutes to go. Andy Cruz, only 6 professional fights, a chance to claim a title. Raymond Muratalla defending his IBF strap for the very first time, looking to remain perfect. Chris Mannix, how do you have it?
I've got it 105-104 in favor of Raymond Muratalla. Gave him that 11th round. But this fight is razor close. 105-104, hanging in the balance as we begin this 12th round.
It can go either way. I mean, this is just brilliant. I just hope they keep warning Muratalla for low blows. I would hate for a point deduction in such a tight fight.
Harvey Dock has been around way too long. There is no chance Harvey Dock takes a point away at this stage of this kind of fight.
Muratalla, you can tell, has stepped up the pace in this round. He knows what's on the line.
There you go, punch with your free hand if you're Muratalla.
Nice little bit of body work there for Muratalla. Came back up with the uppercut. Not huge consequential punches, but he's throwing here when he gets inside on Andy Cruz.
Keep in mind, this is the first time Andy Cruz has ever seen a 12th round. He's going to try and sit down on some of these punches. Nice left to the jaw from Cruz. Muratalla answers back with a sweeping left hand.
Now, if you caught out of the corner of your eye, the entire corner of Raymond Muratalla, when they catch his eye, they're waving him in. They want relentless pressure over these last 70 seconds.
Nice combination from Muratalla.
Explosive combination, showing hand speed. I mean, what a fighter, Muratalla. Power, footwork, speed, intelligence.
This has been the California natives round so far for sure. Cruz needs to find something in the final 50 seconds.
Big, heavy right hand. Thudding right hand landed by Muratalla right there. This fight slipping away from Andy Cruz. He needs to have this round big, and he's not doing it.
That one was on the gloves, but it got a reaction from Cruz. 30 seconds left. Many of the crowd on their feet here. A lot of Cubans in the house as well.
Beautiful jab by Andy Cruz right there. But not enough to keep Muratalla off.
Right. 10 seconds to go.
I will hate to be a judge in this fight. This is as good as it gets in boxing, in fighting.
Well, the championship rounds seem to tilt towards the champion. Did he do enough? Or has Andy Cruz, in just his 7th pro fight, become a world champ? What's your gut tell you, Sergio?
My gut tells me Muratalla might have squeaked it out. And I think we heard it in the corner of Cruz, that this is his hometown, that they're going to sway it his way. These are his fans. In such a close fight, I got to agree with Bozienis.
Well, we've got a very experienced judging panel. Steve Weisfeld, who I think is the best judge in all of boxing. Max DeLuca, who's been around for a long time. Tim Cheatham, a veteran judge as well. So they brought the A-team out to score this fight. Let's see what they have to say.
Well, Sergio, this fight, from a boxer's perspective, you were known, you weren't a power puncher, you worked your way around the ring, you focused on fundamentals, the little things. This must have been like a dream watching this fight for you.
It really was a dream, because I can't do what Cruz does. I mean, this man's IQ is unbelievable, his timing, his accuracy, his pinpoint accuracy. But here's the thing about that style, and I was a victim to this too. Whenever someone is on their front foot, throwing punches, even if they're not landing, they're gonna sway the judges, especially if the judges are from that side of town, if you got the hometown judges. So in close fights, I lost to the more physical fighter.
Well, the crowd loved what they saw here tonight. Next week, Lopez versus Stevenson live from Madison Square Garden. Sergio Shakur about a 3-1 favorite. How does Teofimo Lopez beat it?
I think that fight looks exactly like this fight, but even better if that can actually happen. I would edge it to Shakur because he's faster, a little longer, but you never know with Teofimo, man. This guy could just pull a rabbit out of his glove and do something great.
Yeah, keep in mind, Shakur moving up to 140 pounds. That's Teofimo's more natural weight. But let's focus back on this. El Diamante, Andy Cruz put up a good fight, Sergio, but I agree with you. It just felt like down the stretch, Raymond Muratalla separated himself just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but is that little bit going to be enough for Raymond Muratalla to avoid getting a draw in this fight? Because the judges are taking long, and the longer they take, the more nervous I get.
Muratalla said he wants the winner of Teofimo and Shakur if he wins this fight. So keep that in the back of your mind, as David Diamante has the scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a nice round of applause out here for both of these fighters. After 12 rounds of action here in Las Vegas, we go to the judges' score totals, and they read as follows. Max DeLuca, 114 even. Tim Cheatham, 118-110. Steve Weisfeld, 116-112, both for your winner by majority decision. And still the IBF lightweight champion of the world, Raymond Danger Muratalla.
He has done it. The man who was elevated to the championship after Vasily Lomachenko retired now has his defining moment, his defining win. And Sergio, one judge